With the story of the Mark of Kree completed, we can now check out what I remember best and most fondly about this game, without fear of spoilers. From this load menu here, we can go directly to the Sage, which is an ill-advised decision, which I'll point out why later. But for now, it's pretty convenient. First, we're going to check out the cheats, which are literal cheats. You have to type them in, and they let you break the game. You can turn off the enemy AI, you can have tougher enemies, which I assume is the hard mode I always wanted. Full health power just means all the health pickups are 100%. And I guess wimpy enemies is the opposite of stronger enemies. And there's infinite ammo, invincible row. Who cares? New animation from the Sage, that's pretty cool. He's actually got a bunch of them with those dogs. But here's what we've all been waiting for. Time to take the axe to the weakest enemies in the game. Just as I promised so long ago, a positively absurd amount of human lumberjacking. For so many years I've been trying to break 50, and it looked like I was going to this time, but the enemies got a little too defensive down at the end. Nonetheless, that is my high score, and as far as I'm concerned, until I see otherwise, that's the world record. Prove me wrong. So we're going to show off another arena here, but first, got some outfits that we never showed off. Oh, here's one reason not to trust the Sage. If you go to him directly from the menu, he can delete your save file, which happened to me, which is why some of those costumes are missing. But the important one here is the undead one we unlocked in the Mayfidi arena. We're going to take that to the Ratutusai arena, which the body count challenge for this is very, very difficult. So we have to keep killing constantly if we're going to make the quota. First thing you want to do is knock down one of the enemies as they're spawning, so that'll knock them prone and let you kill them right away. I used to go straight forward and try to find the guy who's an armored enemy with a sword, but this is the first and only time I've ever found a guy with an axe first. And it proved to save quite a bit of time. The armored axe wielders have much more health than the armored sword wielders. Challenge 2, which we just got, was to hit 3 enemies at the same time with a left strike. Just like with the Taiaha challenges to hit multiple enemies, it's glitched to all hell and you pretty much get it automatically and completely at random. Which I'm fine with, because the ultimate challenge is ridiculous. You can really see the stark contrast between the zombies and the base human enemies. Every level's enemies get considerably stronger, but even Mayfidi's axe wielders can go down in a single hit from the axe. Not a single zombie can be killed with one blow. Challenge 3 was to get 3 ground impales, which is sadistic, considering the time limit and the number of kills we have to get, which is 55. Doing the ground impales slows you down considerably and makes the enemies back away, which spreads them out, makes them slower to kill. Not to mention survival becomes a major, major issue. And going to get health pickups slows you down again. Luckily there's no combo requirements, so any combos you do, hopefully you're doing with the intention of speeding up your kill count. Like so. I used to play that first arena with the axe competitively with a friend of mine, so you could get the highest kill count. Between us, over our entire lifetime of trying at it, we managed 44, so 46 is very, very impressive and took a lot of effort. On the other side of things, I have never ever beaten this arena's body count until this video. Even with all that practice with the axe, completing the game many, many times. And it took a lot longer than getting the 46 kills in the first arena. Nonetheless, it was at about this point during this recording that I realized I'm definitely going to get it this time. Challenge 4 was to split 30 torsos. It's another completely automatic one. The only one you actually have to worry about is getting the 55 kills. But like I said, virtually impossible. I can't imagine very many people have ever done that. These arenas start out with the enemies so spread out that the killing is very, very slow. So that if you've got about half the required kills when you've got half the time limit left, you're doing very, very good. It usually takes a minute or two to get even a fraction of the kills you're going to need. Then things will start speeding up considerably. All of the body count challenges have a 5-minute time limit except for the first one, in the Ruins of Tiru. That one has a 2-minute time limit, and I nearly got the same body count. Demonstrating how weak normal enemies are compared to zombies. Luckily, these arenas are extremely fun, and they sparked my love of arenas in video games in general. Which of course carried on to Splatterhouse, where I recorded a video for every single one of the arenas, quite unnecessarily. There we go, all my challenges complete, and the final outfit for the game. Unlocked after all these years of trying. To be fair, I took several years off in the middle there, but nonetheless, a proud moment. Not sure survival is required, but we got through it pretty handily. Obviously, I'm gonna save that. And at this point, I'm extremely excited to check it out. There's literally no way it can be worth the wait. Especially because the undead outfit is so awesome. But let's find out. It's got its own page there at the end. And it's not even Rao. That is not quite his body type. He's much more svelte, and he has a neck, unlike this gentleman. But, well, only one thing to do, and that's see him in action. which we can't do. If you go to the Sage from the main menu, the levels select option is not available for some reason. So we're going to have to take a circuitous path back to the Sage and go to level select. We have all the Tukus, so we can use the axe in the levels. And here's our hero. Big old Neanderthal, wearing a Spam shirt with a cooked Kuzo. This is right around the point that I noticed that he was a rotisserie chicken. And Rao's got a pencil behind his ear. This outfit does make a reappearance in the sequel, Rise of the Kasai. Outfits in that game do have names, and this outfit is called Artist. I can only assume it is a very long series of inside jokes, attempting to mock one of the artists who worked on the game. I'm fairly certain it's not Jeff Merkart, because Jeff Merkart doesn't look anything like this guy. Maybe he did in 2003, though. I know very little about the guy. Clearly, though, this gentleman has a Hawaiian appearance. And I only learned today that Spam is a very major part of Hawaiian cuisine. It was brought over by American soldiers back around the time Hawaii became a state. And they integrated it with traditional Polynesian cuisine, as well as that of Asian cultures who also took up residence there. So clearly whoever this is based on is Hawaiian by birth. Cool thing about the axe is it's the only weapon that can kill enemies quickly enough that even if they're hornblowers, they don't summon reinforcements. Other enemies will automatically summon their reinforcements the moment they're struck. Fly, chicken. Ridiculous. This has no value. I don't need to scout ahead because I've got a freaking axe. Just wanted to show off the chicken in flight. Never gets old threshing enemies like that. Even yelling at the enemies doesn't seem to make them aware of your presence. Yeah, check out those half-dozen horns. And this is the army of reinforcements that I was certain would have killed me had I awoken them back in the first time we played this level. Now chopped to bits. Pretty impressive that they got any damage in, nonetheless. I later completed this level in 10 minutes without ever sheathing the axe. And for one final victory lap with my favorite skin, because I failed to show off that this skin has a skeletal Kuzo, which I liked a lot. And also because I just really like showing off that these early levels are turned to nothing by the axe. And the bow has its uses as well. So last time Kuzo was nothing but meat. Now he's nothing but bone. And as though we didn't brutalize this camp badly enough the first time, let's see what kind of damage we can do now. Not half bad. The slow motion effect that we normally only see once per special kill resets every time you select a new level from the stage select. That is a good thing, in this case. That guy interrupted my next chance to see Kuzo in flight. Rao's facial tattoos look really cool on the skeletal frame. A lot of excellent attention to detail, as always. I wanted to see if I could catch Kuzo while he was bringing it back to me, but didn't quite succeed. So instead, I'll just come up here, wait for Kuzo to perch on Rao, and call it a game. Thanks for watching and enjoying my favorite part of the Mark of Kree.